Have you ever paused in the middle of a quiet afternoon and wondered why your eyes feel scratchy, tired, or just off? You're not reading in the dark. You didn't get anything in your eye. And yet, there it is again, that persistent dryness. It's easy to brush it off as just getting older. But what if there's more to the story? Millions of Americans over 60, like you and me, live with daily eye discomfort. Not just the occasional annoyance, but constant dryness that makes reading, watching TV, or even going for a walk in the breeze frustrating. Take Linda Marshall, a 72-year-old retired schoolteacher from Asheville, North Carolina. She spent years chalking up her symptoms to age until she learned the powerful truth. Your eyes don't have to feel this way. And the key? Not some expensive surgery. Not prescription drops. But food, what you're putting into your body every single day. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 6 scientifically supported foods that not only reduce dry eye symptoms, they can help your eyes heal from within. We're not talking about quick fixes. We're talking about lasting relief, using nutrients that fuel your tear glands, reduce inflammation, and protect your vision as you age. Stick with me until the end. This might just be the most important conversation you've had about your eyes in years. 1. Omega-3 fatty acids, fuel for tear production. Let's begin with one of the most transformative nutrients for dry eyes, omega-3 fatty acids. Think of them as nature's internal eye drops. Omega-3s aren't just healthy fats. They're the oils your body desperately needs to function properly, especially as we age and our natural tear film starts to break down. These fatty acids improve the quality of your tears, making them thicker, more stable, and less likely to evaporate too quickly. But they also do something else: reduce inflammation in the oil-producing glands of your eyes, called the meibomian glands. Let me tell you more about Frank Delaney from Spokane. Frank used to avoid going outside on windy days. His eyes would tear up, sting, and burn. After years of using artificial tears with little success, he added grilled salmon, walnuts, and ground flax seeds to his meals. Within just 6 weeks, he noticed something extraordinary. His eyes didn't feel like sandpaper anymore. What changed? Frank wasn't just treating the symptoms. He was feeding his eyes from the inside. Whether you're enjoying wild-caught salmon twice a week, sprinkling chia seeds onto your oatmeal, or adding walnuts to your salad, omega-3s are one of the most powerful natural tools we have to fight dry eyes. If you're plant-based, don't worry. Flax, chia, hemp seeds, walnuts, and algae-based omega-3 supplements are all great choices. Your eyes are begging for this kind of nourishment. Listen to them. 2. Vitamin A, the defender of moisture. Vitamin A might not get as much press as vitamin C or D, but for your eyes, it's everything. It keeps your tear film healthy, prevents dryness, and protects the surface of your cornea, the transparent layer over your eye. Without enough vitamin A, the eyes struggle to maintain moisture, and irritation becomes the norm. Carolyn Briggs from Tucson noticed this firsthand. A lover of gardening and early morning hikes, Carolyn began having trouble in the Arizona sun. Her eyes constantly burned, and she avoided her favorite trails. Once her doctor recommended adding sweet potatoes, carrots, kale, and eggs into her diet regularly, her symptoms began to improve, and so did her confidence. Here's why. Vitamin A supports the mucin layer of the tear film, the part that keeps moisture sticking to the surface of your eye. Without it, the tears evaporate almost instantly. Foods like butternut squash, mangoes, leafy greens, and liver, if you eat meat, are rich in vitamin A. And if food isn't enough, a high-quality supplement can help close the gap. Your tears are more than water. They're complex, beautiful systems. And vitamin A is a critical part of that design. 3. Water-rich foods. Hydration you can eat. Now let's talk about something most people overlook: hydration. Your eyes are one of the first places dehydration shows up. When you're not drinking enough, or eating foods that hydrate, your tear glands can't keep up. As we age, we often don't feel thirst the way we used to. That's why it's essential to eat hydrating foods, not just drink water. Cucumbers, watermelon, celery, oranges, strawberries. These foods are more than just refreshing. They help hydrate every part of your body, including your eyes. James Holloway, 81, didn't realize how dehydrated he'd become until his eye doctor asked about his diet. Once he added cucumbers to his sandwiches, celery to his soups, and watermelon slices to his afternoon snack, his blurry morning vision began to fade. And the bonus? He started sleeping better and felt more energized throughout the day. Hydration isn't just about drinking more water. It's about building hydration into every meal. Try a smoothie in the morning with spinach, frozen berries, and yogurt, or a big bowl of hydrating vegetable soup for lunch. Your tear film is 98% water. Let's give it what it needs. 4. In today's world, we're surrounded by screens, TVs, tablets, smartphones, whether we're watching a show, checking the news, or video chatting with loved ones. But this constant exposure to blue light is silently wearing down our eyes, especially as we age. You see, blue light penetrates deep into the eye, causing oxidative stress that weakens the retina and damages the tear-producing glands. Over time, this leads to worsening dryness, blurred vision, and fatigue, especially after reading or screen time. That's where lutein and zeaxanthin come in. These powerful antioxidants are like a pair of sunglasses your body makes from the inside out. They live in the macula, the part of your eye responsible for clear central vision, and they absorb blue light before it can cause harm. But the story goes deeper. Marie Santos, now 77, spent most of her life teaching art at a community college in Napa Valley. For decades, her eyes guided her, color palettes, brush strokes, shading techniques. But when she began struggling with eye strain, she felt like she was losing part of her identity. Reading student essays felt like walking through fog, she once said. When her eye specialist recommended dietary changes instead of stronger glasses, she was skeptical. But she began adding eggs, kale, corn, and bell peppers into her meals. Within a month, she noticed a change, not just in how her eyes felt, but in how her world looked. Colors felt brighter again, she told me with tears in her eyes. This isn't just about nutrients. It's about giving people like Marie the ability to do what they love, to see beauty, to feel joy, and to stay connected to the things that define who they are. Lutein and zeaxanthin aren't just for eye protection. They're for life preservation, for holding on to the things you love just a little bit longer. 5. As we age, there's a quiet kind of damage that takes place in our bodies. Not always painful, not always visible, but powerful nonetheless. It's called oxidative stress, and it chips away at our cells little by little. This includes the tiny, fragile tear glands in your eyes. When oxidative stress takes over, these glands lose their ability to function properly, leading to dryness, irritation, and, ultimately, a sense of vulnerability. But vitamin E is one of nature's most tender remedies. It steps in like a nurse for your cells, shielding them from damage, healing what's been worn down, and helping your tissues rebuild. Let me tell you about Donnie Harris, a 79-year-old Navy vet from Biloxi. He served 2 tours and lived a life full of grit and resilience. But even Donnie, with all his strength, found himself quietly struggling with burning, dry eyes every single night. He couldn't read his war memoirs, couldn't even watch a full baseball game without reaching for eye drops. His wife, Evelyn, started adding almonds and sunflower seeds to his breakfast, a drizzle of olive oil over their steamed vegetables. She didn't expect miracles, but they came anyway. After 2 weeks, Donnie said, I got through a whole movie without rubbing my eyes once. I hadn't done that in years. Vitamin E, in its quiet strength, gave Donnie a piece of his evening peace back. That's the kind of healing we sometimes forget to appreciate. It's not just about function, it's about freedom. The freedom to enjoy a simple evening, uninterrupted. The freedom to focus, to rest, to live without constant discomfort. And that's what we're fighting for, not perfect vision, but peaceful vision. 6. It might surprise you to know that one of the biggest culprits behind dry eyes doesn't start in your eyes at all. It starts in your gut. Your digestive system is more than just a food processor. It's home to trillions of bacteria, and when those bacteria are in balance, they help regulate your entire immune system. But when that balance is thrown off, by aging, stress, antibiotics, or poor diet, your immune system can go haywire. This includes inflammation in the tear glands, which leads to unstable, poor-quality tears. That's why restoring gut health with probiotic and prebiotic foods can make such a powerful difference. Take Denise Carlton, an 80-year-old painter in Portland, Oregon. A woman who once spent hours sketching coastal landscapes began to avoid the outdoors, not because of arthritis or cold, but because her eyes couldn't handle the wind. Denise always assumed her dry eyes were just aging. But after a friend suggested she try fermented vegetables, yogurt with live cultures, and fiber-rich oats, she gave it a shot. Within weeks, not only did her digestion improve, but she could go outside again without tearing up in pain. "There's something beautiful about that," she said. "It wasn't just my eyes that felt better, it was me. I felt like myself again." You see, healing the gut often means healing the whole person, from digestion to mood, from immunity to vision. Probiotics may seem like a small fix, but they can be a turning point. A quiet restoration of balance in a body that's been whispering for help. This is about more than eyes. It's about bringing the system back into harmony. If you've made it this far, take a deep breath. You've already taken the first step toward healing, not just your eyes, but your whole self. Dry eyes may seem like a minor annoyance, but for those who live with it every day, it can feel like a slow fading of the world, reading less, laughing less, retreating from light, wind, and sometimes even life. Whether you're 60, 70, 80 or older, you're still living, and you deserve comfort, clarity, and connection. You deserve to see your grandchildren's smiles clearly, to read the book that's been sitting on your nightstand, to go for that walk in the spring breeze without pain. You deserve to feel like yourself again. So today, let your next meal be a choice for healing. Let it be a declaration that your health matters, not someday, not when it's convenient, but now. And if this message resonates with you, please share it with someone who might need it. Maybe it's your sister, your dad, a friend who always carries tissues and eye drops in their purse. Let them know they're not alone. Let them know there's hope on their plate. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to care. For your eyes. For your life. If this helped you, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so we can keep making more content that informs, empowers, and uplifts you. Until next time, stay well, stay nourished, and most of all, stay kind to yourself.